Hi, Taurus. This is Cashin with your January 2020 general reading. Happy to be back with you guys. If you'd like to book a personal reading, all of the information is below. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's at Cashton with 3 N's, CASHTONNN. And of course, like, share, subscribe. I want to put emphasis on the share. Please share, you guys. I really care deeply about reaching people. If there's friends that pop in your head while you're watching the readings, send them something, send them their reading or send them yours. If family pops in your head, anything like that, please share, because I'd love to reach more people and help in any way that I can, genuinely, honestly. All right, let's jump into your reading. So first card out, we've got the Judgment card, new depths of creativity. Now, can I just say, before we even get started, Taurus, meditating on your energy, and then with the cards that came out, I feel like there is some sort of change or some decision or something that you put in motion, and then you got tired, or you gassed out, right? Or you got intimidated, or it's almost like somebody applying for a job and then getting the interview and then, biting their nails and being really anxious and then not going to the interview, or psyching themselves out, kind of thing. And so I just want to give you encouragement that if that is you and that resonates with you, don't do that. If you feel the need to make a change or you've put something in motion, it probably was for a reason, and, you should see it through. You should see it through. But here we go. First card out, the Judgment card, new depths of creativity, major arcana. What this speaks to is seeing more clearly and using creative energy to create change, or a judgment coming in that creates change for you in a practical way, right? Something happens. Somebody makes a decision, you make a decision, I don't know, something happens that brings judgment in, and it's for your benefit. Sometimes it may not look like it, but it's for your benefit to set things in the right direction for you, and to clear the lenses so that you see clearly, right? You could be moving forward in some sort of situation, and then something happens that makes you see things like you didn't see them before, and that's the judgment that then makes you put you in the position to be able to make decisions in the best way possible for yourself, right? So then we've got the Six of Wands. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, faith and efforts rewarded. This comes out in reverse. And so in reverse, what this speaks to is giving up too soon, forcing things, pushing and pushing and pushing when you shouldn't push and push and push. This could also speak to somebody not putting in enough effort, right? There's two sides of the coin. There's the person who pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes and pushes, and you put in the work for something that you're trying to do. You put in the work, and then you allow the results to come through. But then there's sometimes where we want to, if you want to go to the gym and do 3,000 crunches in one night and think that you're going to wake up with abs. You won't. You're just going to wake up extremely sore. You know what I mean? So it's there's the two sides of the coin. So there's the person who pushes and pushes and is trying to force things, or force change, or force some sort of new perception, or to see things differently, or a change in environment. And then there's also the other side of the coin that says maybe you're that somebody who's not putting in enough effort. You're not doing enough, right? And with this Judgment card coming out right before the Six of Wands in reverse, what this tells me is something happens or something comes in that shows you exactly what you need to do. Okay? You see clearly So you won't have to guess which side of the coin you're on, okay? You won't have to guess which one of these people you are or what energy you're in, because a judgment comes in that shows you yourself, and it shows you the direction that you need to go in, or it just redirects you altogether. Let's keep going. So then we've got the Tower, life, death, and rebirth, and new vision. Now, what the Tower speaks to is change being inevitable, and so is a clear perspective. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is Aries energy. Sometimes I have to double check because I will like second guess myself, and I really need to stop doing that. But anyway, Aries energy. So you could be dealing with the fire sign. There is fire energy out here on the board right off the bat. Life, death, rebirth, and new vision. What the Tower speaks to is change being inevitable, and so is a clear perspective with that change, right? Whenever that change comes in or whatever happens, it brings a new, fresh, clear perspective with it. So sometimes things happen in our life and we don't get it or we don't understand. That is not the Tower. When the Tower comes in and something happens and brings that Tower moment, it also brings with it the understanding behind it. Maybe not immediately, but it is there, right? It might be a two-part package. The Tower might come in first, and then the next day that understanding package might come in attached to that Tower that says this is why the Tower moment happened, okay? The Tower promises rebirth and new vision. It's a reminder of life and death in that natural cycle. And so this is bringing in, okay, well, what I got naturally just now, it almost blurted out, but this is bringing in an ending for you. I do feel like something is ending. The judgment comes in. You got the judgment and the Tower, two major arcanas. A judgment comes in that tells you a change needs to be made. I feel like this has to do with work, or some sort of working situation could be an opportunity. I don't feel like this is love related. Don't quote me, but I don't feel that way. Anyway, let's keep going. So we've got the Hierophant, longevity, honor, and spiritual justice. This is Taurus, Taurus energy. This is in reverse. So what this speaks to is not being focused enough, energy scattered, and a reminder that things play out in the way that they should, right? When you allow them to, when you step out of that forceful energy, or when you put in the effort, not overworking yourself or overexerting, but change is inevitable. I'm seeing here, you guys, and this is what I mean, with the judgment into the Six of Wands in reverse, into the Tower, into the Hierophant in reverse. This is telling me that you're clinging to something. You're clinging to something. It could be tradition, or maybe you're looking through a traditional lens, which is making you cling to something. But a change is going to happen whether you like it or not. Life is going to force it. Change is inevitable. And the longer you cling, you're just kind of ripping the skin off of your hands. I gave that analogy to a client before. Might have been a Taurus, I'm not sure. But, if you're hanging on to like a rope, and the longer you're clinging and clinging, but you don't know that there is a cushion down below ready to catch you if you just let go. But you're clinging. And the longer you do that, you're sliding down that rope, and it's ripping the skin in your hands, and it's tearing up your flesh, and you're hurting, and you're in pain, and you're inviting in all of this agony that is not necessary. Let it go and move on. Okay, you have to, because the Tower is here, and the Tower will force you to do so. Okay? The Tower is being at a job longer than you knew you should, when you knew you were supposed to leave and find something different because you were miserable. But instead of you preparing and doing the work, you hang on and you cling and cling until they finally just fire you. Right? So that's the Tower moment, because you don't belong there. You're not supposed to be there. But had you have heeded your inner voice and your intuition and let go when you knew you were supposed to, you could have prepared. Okay, you could have been ready. You could have had your ducks in a row. But instead, if you cling, life will force you out. And it's for your benefit and for your good, but then it might not be in the way that you wanted it to be because you were clinging. With the Hierophant in reverse, it also speaks to you could be clinging to old ways of doing things, right? Old traditions. And what this says is old ways or old traditions are okay to live by as long as there are new, fresh perspectives and new ways of going about them. Or just abandon them altogether for whole new traditions and beliefs and customs. I heard customs. I don't know who that's for. Anyway, because that's like not a word I would ever use. Customs. Anyway, but this speaks to kind of hanging on to old ways of doing things or being stuck in tradition or being just stuck in, this is how I've always done it or this is the way that this is supposed to happen. And you have to free yourself of that and let that go because things here may not unfold the way that you were planning down to a T or the way that you've seen or you felt like it should, but you still have to let go. You still have to move. The change is still inevitable. And just because you may not see the way that that change is going to unfold, or you may not see the other side of the fence, it doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. Right? Because Spirit is teaching you with this judgment here in the Tower. Spirit is trying to teach you about the natural cycle of beginnings and endings and how that is just life. Okay? You can't control that like a puppet. Right? When the cycle completes, it just completes and you're booted on to the next. And if you try to cling and hold on, you're just going to invite in so much stress and agony that is unnecessary. You guys, avoid it. Don't cling. Okay? Let's keep going. I feel like this is almost like a continuation of last month. I don't even remember last month. Anyway, okay. So then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, home, birth, and primal mother. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so what the 10 of Pentacles speaks to is security, attainment, very grounded energy, having everything together, family wealth, family support, life turning around for your good and prospering. Like the 10 of Pentacles is like, a full bank account energy. Like I got everything I need kind of energy, right? This comes out right under the Judgment card. So this tells me whatever this judgment is that comes in for you, whatever this decision, whatever this Tower moment, judgment into the Tower moment brings you to this 10 of Pentacles, okay? But you may not see it. Yeah. With the 6 of Wands in reverse, faith and efforts rewarded. This is telling me that you could be giving up too soon on initiating a change or a change that you've set in motion. You could be gassing out or giving up too soon because you don't see the benefits or the rewards. So it's starting to feel like, well, what is this for? Like, I just don't see it. I don't see the other side of this. So then it's like you retreat back to the comfort zone because you know it. Well, you see it, you know how to function there, you know where the fridge is at in the comfort zone, you know where the store is at in the comfort zone, everything's, you just know it well. So you revert back to that because maybe you don't see what's on the other side of this. But I'm here to tell you it is the 10 of Pentacles, okay? You're well taken care of when this judgment comes in. This is all happening for your good. When the tower falls for your good. Do not cling. So then we've got the 5 of Pentacles, more earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, examining life's lessons. Okay, you guys, so what this speaks to is learning from the past, not repeating old cycles, okay, not staying in things that are no longer beneficial to us. What this also speaks to is paying attention to the details, okay, putting many irons in the fire. This is not a time to gas out. It's not a time to give up. It's not a time to restrict yourself from opportunity. It's a time to go after opportunity, okay? If you are somebody who is initiating a move from your job, Don't give up after putting in 2 applications and feel like, oh my God, this is never going to work. I'm just, whatever, I'm over it. Like, this is too much. I'm just going to stick to what I know. Don't do that, because there's a great outcome for you on the other side of this, but you have to persevere. Okay, you have to keep going, and you have to learn from your past. Don't do things the exact same way that you did them before when you were job hunting. Find a new way to do something. Find a new kink. I hear, I don't know what that means. Find a new way or a new kink of doing something. um, New depths of creativity with this judgment card. This brings you that in as well. So this tells you that you need to release from the old ways of handling things. You have to not cling to tradition. Are you guys sorry about that? My dad called me. So pause. Everything stops for dad. Anyway, okay. So then we've got the Hangman. This is Pisces energy, new truths and perceptions. Okay. So yeah, this comes in right under the Tower card, right? So what this card speaks to is new truths and perceptions after a change has occurred, okay? This speaks to new depths. What am I trying to say? Like hidden messages, or things that were hidden, or things that you couldn't see before, being able to see them. Okay, things that didn't make sense before, they now make sense. Okay, so when this tower moment happens, or when this tower comes in, right, the judgment call is made, the tower happens, things change. Something comes in that forces this change on you if you don't make it on your own. Okay, but it brings you to new truths and perceptions. Okay, it forces a change in your life that then it's like it takes your head and does this, right? And then now you're looking at this wall and you're like, oh, brick is what I needed to know. You know what I mean? But this whole time you're so focused on this that all you see is this white wall. And you're like, the white wall is how life goes. The white wall is all I've ever wanted. The white wall is the way, until you see the brick, right? The tower moment comes in, the judgment call comes in and forces you, okay? And then you see what you need to see. Things make sense, okay? You guys, do not cling to the white wall, okay? Don't cling when there's all of this here for you, okay? And if you do cling, spirit will come in and force you to see what you need to see, force you to change what you need to change, force you to go in the direction that you need to go in, okay? You move into a time, you guys, where you just see things so much clearer. You're in a better headspace. But there really, 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 really is a need to let go. There's really a call to move on. Okay, and why do I feel like this is like a repeat message? Did we go over this last month, you guys? Are you still holding on to what it was that I was encouraging you to let go of last month? Could it be? Okay, make the change, or spirit will force you to make the change. All right, because then we've got the Page of Cups. Okay, this is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Good luck in new birth. What this speaks to is looking at things realistically and a failure to shed the old and step into the new. You guys, bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, moving between cycles and worlds. This comes out in reverse. What this speaks to is get out of your emotions, think rationally, do not hold on to what is no longer benefiting you, you guys. Spirit is going to make you make the decision. Spirit is going to force you out if you don't do it on your own. You have to let go of the old ways of thinking, okay? You have to let go of the ways that you perceive things were supposed to be done. Who cares? Do it your own way. Find a new way to do it, whatever it means for you, but do it. You have to make this change. You have to open up and allow things in your life to change in the way that's going to be most beneficial for you, because the longer that you cling, you're just going to kill yourself. Not literally, but you're resisting the new cycle of life. You're resisting that. So then you die. The more that you resist that, you die. Okay, you just kill your spirit. If you need to leave that job and go somewhere else, find the somewhere else and do it. Don't stay in the comfort zone just because things are not unfolding in the way that you thought they would. Okay, I'm seeing here as well that things are going to change and they have to change, but it might look differently than what you expected or how you planned for them to look. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Is it even really new and fresh and brand new if it's exactly the way that you plotted and planned? That's still a form of control, almost. Like you have to release and let go and allow these things to cycle and complete. And when it ends, recognize and identify that ending and be prepared for the new beginning. There's energy here as well of being prepared with this Five of Pentacles, doing the work and making sure that you are in a position to move on and that you're in a position to accept this new life. With this Five of Pentacles examining life's lessons coming right under this Six of Wands, faith and efforts rewarded, somebody not putting in enough effort. This is why I say I feel like somebody's initiated a change that they've stalled out on, that you've reneged on, that you've backed up off of. And it's like, no, put the gas back in the tank, get back in gear and keep pushing, keep moving forward. Don't try to quit now because it got a little weird or because you really stepped out of the comfort zone and realized of what you did. Like, oh shoot, am I doing this? Yes, you are. You are doing it and it's okay and it's going to work out, and keep moving forward. All right, let's get clarity. Okay. All right, you guys. So, first card out, we got the Deer. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the Mother. The Deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A Deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The Deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. Okay, you guys. So spirit is this is what I mean. Spirit is trying to move you into a whole new life, a whole new way of being. A change needs to happen. You have to shed the old and come into the new. There's a new birth happening for you, but if you don't release the old, you can't. There is no new without shedding the old, period, point blank. So don't cling. Allow yourself to come into this energy. And it's interesting because the Ten of Pentacles, home, birth, and primal mother. Okay? Moose. So this also speaks to having that feminine energy, that divine feminine energy to birth whatever you need to, that divine strength, okay, to move through any obstacle. Uh, it's a feminine energy that just possesses everything that's needed to do what you need to do. Okay, a softness but a strength in the softness and the compassion. I feel that this is the energy you need to give to yourself. You need to be compassionate with yourself. You need to mother yourself. You need to be gentle with yourself because change can be difficult, and especially if you get a tower moment that forces that change, it could be hard to kind of adjust and accept and to move through. But I promise it's for your benefit and for your own good, you guys. And you have to take this approach with yourself so that you keep moving forward. Don't be rough and hard on yourself and then stall out. Okay? Continue to nurture and be gentle with yourself, and be gentle and but pushing yourself forward. Okay. Next card out, we got the Dolphin. Innately intelligent, healer, light, and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with the dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. Okay? So, you guys, and with the judgment card, it's represented by the well, new depths of creativity. Okay, so this is saying don't underestimate the power that you have and that will come out of you as you move through this change. Sorry. As you move through this change and as you come into this new birth of self. Okay, there's healing in it. Okay, it brings you to new depths of spirituality, right? What I said earlier, spirit is trying to teach you how to accept beginnings and endings. It's trying to teach you how to move through these things without getting so stuck or without clinging or without harboring on the emotions of the situation and then clinging to something because it's like, no, I'm going to make sure I get the justice that I'm deserved before I leave. No, it doesn't matter. When you feel called to step out, go. When you feel called to leave, leave. When you feel called to let go, let go. Just do it, because if not, this judgment comes in, this tower comes in, it's going to force you to do it anyway, and then it's going to hurt even more. Come out of your feelings and your emotions. Look at things rationally. Allow spirit to lead you, but look at things rationally and realize when you know you need to let something go. And don't create stories, don't tell yourself narratives around it to make yourself stay. Let's pull advice from the Angel Oracle deck and wrap up. Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys. So you got have confidence. Okay. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. All right, you guys. So have confidence in yourself as you move forward. Um, yeah, bottom of the deck, you got acceptance. Okay, so accept that things are changing for you. Accept when you feel the call and the need for change. Just accept it. Don't resist it and get stuck in the comfort zone, and have confidence as you move forward. If the tower moment comes in for you and something happens that you feel like it's catastrophic, it's not. It's for your benefit. It's your guidance. It's your angels and spirit guiding and directing you. Follow that and have confidence as you move forward. Who cares if you don't see the end result, you guys? All you need is that notification that says go, that says release. Okay, and I can't tell you anything that you don't already know. So I'm sure this is already resonating for you in whatever way that it should, and you know what you have to do. And whatever that is for you, have confidence while you're moving through this. Okay, you guys got it. You got it. You can do this. All right. Let me know if you need any other guidance. Hit me up. I will have free time uh, this week and coming up over the next couple of weeks and the next month, I should actually. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye bye. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonated with you, please like, share, or subscribe. or all three. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please look at the information below. If there are no appointments available at the link, feel free to email me and I can try to find a slot for you that works. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm on Instagram at Cashton, CASHTONNN, 3 N's. And I cannot wait to speak to you guys next time. Thank you so much for all your support.